Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Investment in human capital development and basic equipment remains top priority as Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Aboluma, restates commitment to strengthen the SON's capacity on product analysis to ensure quality of goods across the country. What was the focus of the meeting between the Director General of SON and the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority? We will tell you if you stay tuned to the program. I'll be back shortly.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don't register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria they call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem bab you, you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product where you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization Office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standard Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
Nice to have you join us on the program Standard and You, and always my pleasure bringing it to you Mondays at 6:30 p.m. on this station. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. The elaboration of standards is one of the mandates of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Producers of goods and services are expected to comply with these standards to ensure that consumers get value for their money when they purchase these goods. The enforcement of standards requires the SON to perform laboratory analysis on products. How well has the agency carried out this task, and what has been the impact of the exercise on the agency's fight against fake and substandard products? Please take a look.
This is the operational headquarters of the Standards Organization of Nigeria in Lagos. This office, strategically located in Lekki, Lagos, houses more than 10 laboratories of the agency that are considered to be the most valuable assets of the SON. Equipped with state-of-the-art facilities, these laboratories have been operational for decades and manned by professionals. Every day, samples are brought to these laboratories from different locations across the country. These samples are from local manufacturers and importers. Apart from the engineering and textile laboratories in Enugu and Kaduna, the Standards Organization of Nigeria has principal laboratories in Lagos. They include Food Technology Laboratory, Electrical, Electronics, and Metrology Laboratories, subdivided into other smaller labs. Under the Food Laboratory, we have the Physiochemical Laboratory and the Microbiology Laboratory, which test for heavy metal and microcontent in food. In each laboratory, there are different equipped rooms separating activities in the laboratory to enable easier testing and analysis.
This is currently the only accredited microbiology lab in Nigeria. And by the basis of this accreditation, it means that whatever test result we bring out from this lab is accepted anywhere in the world. So products that we test range from food products to cosmetic products, and even as well as some chemical products, which is also part of cosmetic products. And the lab has been designed to meet the requirements of laboratory accreditation. We have tried to separate the activities of the lab using space. So from what you can see the media preparation room. After we're done there, we come to the inoculating room. From there, we come to the incubating room. and then we have the washing and decontamination room. And we are currently looking for extension of the scope of our accreditation so that products here can also enter, results from here tested can meet requirements of some specific countries based on what is expected or what is allowed in those places.
Engineer Richard Adeomi is head electrical electronics laboratory of the SON.
The lab has the capacity to test majorly all the electrical electronic products that you can find in the market. And what we have done basically is that first we have classified the test into two, one safety and the other one is performance test, because we are conscious of the fact that a lot of people buy this appliance, they just plug into the mains and then start using it, whereas there could be an inherent safety problem with the appliance while they were purchasing it. So it is the responsibility of the lab to determine the safety level in accordance with the standard of those appliances, and where it is found that it is not adequate or does not comply to the requirement of the standard, we will recommend to the department that sent to us that that product should not be released. So our first test when we receive this product is to carry out safety test, and then the other is the performance test. We want to check this, the product in line with the requirement of the standard and what the manufacturer of that appliance declared. And so the lab is able to carry out all of these tests and determine if that appliance is good enough to be consumed by our consumer. And that is basically what the lab does here.
What has happened over the years is that there has been periodic upgrade of existing equipment and provision of modern technology. The effort in that regard by the SON is the construction of what has been described as the largest facility in sub-Saharan Africa that will house more than 50 laboratories in Ogba, Lagos.
You're still watching Standard and You, coming to you on Africa's largest television network, the NTA. We are still taking a look at the SON's laboratories with special focus on those in Lagos. Mrs. Mojisola Kehinde is in the studio to provide further insights into the agency's capacity to analyze products. You're welcome to the program, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
How are these laboratories structured?
Standard Organization of Nigeria laboratories are structured along product sectorial lines. Our testing activities are to analyze, to check the conformity of any particular product to the relevant Nigeria industrial standard or international standards where applicable. In testing these products, we have the chemical technology products, that's chemical and allied products. In that sector, you have the soaps, you have the detergents, the soaps, the detergent, the paints, the lubricants, all belong to the chemical and allied sector. Then you have the food technology sector laboratory that takes care of all our processed food and agro-allied food. You also have the electrical electronic products, which takes care of the electrical products, all the fridges, refrigerators, fans, electrical fans, and all the rest. We have the textile and leather laboratories in Kaduna that takes care of our textile and leather materials, the beddings, the bed sheets, the uniforms that students wear, the textile materials, all these are analyzed in our Kaduna, and the leather are there. Also in Lagos, we have the suitcase and bag testing laboratory. We have the micronutrient laboratory, is part of the food technology activities that takes care of the monitoring of vitamin A, the fortificants in food. We have the mycotoxin laboratory. We also have the engineering laboratory in Enugu, which takes off our building materials, the metals, the cement, the concrete, the block, all the testings are carried out there.
So what's the process of product examination from the point of collection of sample to dispatching of final results to the stakeholder?
Our testing services are third-party testing services, conformity assessment. So we receive samples from our internal customer, the state offices across the nation, the ports and border, the market surveillance, the market survey. All of these submit their samples to the Director General for analysis. And when we get to the lab, when the samples get to the lab, they are sent to the various units that they will be attended to. And like I earlier mentioned, our testings are based on standards. So analysis will be carried out on products submitted for analysis based on the relevant standards. The parameters there will be analyzed. And when the results are ready, they will be sent back to the person that initially forwarded the sample to the Director General, Chief Executive of Standards Organization of Nigeria. It is expected within 1 week where applicable, because some testing activities can go beyond a week, even can extend to a month. But majorly they are the usual proximate analysis that you can do pronto within 1 week of submitting your samples. You get the result.
Interesting. Now tell us, is the SON doing enough to meet stakeholders' expectation in terms of product analysis?
SON is doing a lot. SON have the food technologies laboratories, the chemical testing and the biological testing accredited to ISO IEC 17025. That's competence, requirements and competence for testing and calibration laboratories. We are accredited to that by American Association for Laboratory Accreditation, A2LA. This confers validation of whatever we do. We test in the lab. Any product tested in these accredited laboratories are accepted anywhere in the world. That is the value of accreditation. So the management has gone ahead to achieving this laudable accreditation so that we can satisfy our stakeholders, and all other laboratories are already being processed for accreditation, so that we will not only, our tests will not only be acceptable in Nigeria but anywhere in the world.
Oh, interesting. What's the volume of workload at various laboratories?
Enormous. We get a lot. We get samples on daily basis, and when you get samples, you count 1, 2, 3. I've received 50 samples today. On the 50 samples you have received, you can carry out 3,000 analysis, because, like I said, it's parameter based. You can take a product and take it to the chemical testing lab to analyze for moisture content, residue, pesticide residue, and all of that. You can take to microbiological laboratory to get whether they are containing microorganisms that are not, good for our health. So the volume of work is great.
It's great.
Yeah.
Wow. That means there must be challenges. So tell us.
Yeah, the challenges are already being addressed. A very big laboratory complex is coming up at Ogba, where we have lots of space and lots of laboratory equipment, state-of-the-art laboratory equipment that we can use in achieving results quickly. The precision accuracy is far much better than what
interesting. It's really good to know. What's the impact of your activities on the nation's economy and the agency's war against fake and substandard products?
The results of our activities will decide, will help the management to know that product is substandard or not. You wouldn't know whether a product is substandard if it has not undergone testing. So testing activity is very key to our organization activities. Every other departmental activities depend on our own activity to the product certification directorate depends on testing activities to pronounce a product certified or not. The ports and border activity depends on testing activities to judge products coming in as substandard or of good quality. So we are doing a lot to help management of sun to fight the war against substandard, because when we get our result, if any product fails the required testing, then another unit will take that upon itself to go after such products. We have the compliance inspection and compliance directorate who works on our result to take their own decision. And affecting Nigeria economy, yes, we do. We help to facilitate trade, because when we carry out tests and a product is certified, such product is recognized and gain market recognition. So it's through our testing activities that we improve the nation's economy by eradicating the substandard one and helping the quality one to stay.
What feedback do you get from those who patronize your services?
There has not been any issue except that they want us to do more. Sometimes we cannot cover the scope of what they needed from us.
So your final word to Nigerians and an assurance to your consumers?
I want to assure our customers that we are better equipped with more state-of-the-art equipment. We have the ICP, the HPLC, the GCs, all of these are ready for use. We are already employing them to test our products so we can service them better with our state-of-the-art equipment. We have competent staff who are ready to deliver at any time of the day. And we have a very committed management who support us with needed logistics to carry out our functions. I just want to implore that quality has its own cost, and testing is the cost of testing should be incorporated into our quality services. People should not run away from testing their products, either for use locally or for export. In fact, for export, you cannot do but to test. But some exporters will not bring out their product for testing. They will just package on their own, send abroad, and unfortunately such products will be rejected. So we have capability to take care of our agro-allied products. We can test, check the level of contaminants, either heavy metals or microorganisms or mycotoxins or whatever in our products for export. So people should patronize our laboratory for better service and for better judgment.
Thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Thank you.
It's still standards and you. Feedback is next.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria has ordered the closure of 4 steel companies for non-compliance to the requirements of the Nigeria Industrial Standards NIS 117. Director General of the agency made this known at a meeting with operators in the nation's steel industry in Lagos. He frowned at a practice where manufacturers they market one another and produce substandard steel reinforcement bars. The SON boss said the agency will not tolerate such infractions, adding that the affected companies remain short indefinitely.
If the non-conformity persists, we have no other choice but to prosecute them. We are not happy with what is going on. That the activities, they are unwholesome activities, borders around the safety and well-being of Nigerians, is a drain to our economy. That we will no longer tolerate such sharp practices. That will not only will we fine them or close them, that we will also prosecute them.
The DG urged steel manufacturers to embrace quality and produce to specification of the standards. Sectorial Executive, Basic Metal Group of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Femi Gbadegun, said The association is ready to produce standard steel bars.
We are partners in progress, and we give our word that we are going to comply. And if anyone is found wanting, after which we have said that we are going to comply with it, a punitive action should be taken on such culprits.
The closure is coming on the heels of a National Task Force on Steel Monitoring Committee's visit to factories in southeast and southwest of the country. In another development, the Standards Organization of Nigeria and the Nigerian Ports Authority have endorsed a strategic partnership aimed at tackling the menace of fake goods in Nigeria. The partnership, according to the two government agencies, will help reduce the influx of substandard products into Nigeria. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Aboloma, gave this indication when he paid a courtesy visit to the management of the NPA in Lagos. Aboloma said such collaboration is in the best interest of Nigerians. The NPA boss, however, made it clear that the whole idea is to improve on the ease of doing business in the country, but not a license to flood the markets with fake and substandard products. She said the NPA will provide sister agencies like the SON with necessary support to discharge their mandates at the nation's ports.
If you see something unwholesome, come to SON. Go to any of our state offices and make your complaints, and it will be well addressed. When you have an issue, you call our toll-free line. One of them is very easy to memorize, 080-022-55766 and 070-5699-0099. We have customer care people that are there to receive your call 24 hours a day. So your problem will be adequately addressed to.
Hello, it's good to have you on the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. The Standards Organization of Nigeria is on a mission to promote consumer confidence and global competitiveness of Nigerian products and services through standardization and quality assurance. You can be a part of this mission by reporting any case of fake and substandard products to any of SON's offices near you. Our first message here is from Ayodele Gideon. It says, "What a giant safety step taken by the SON. This is what we are expecting from those concerned authorities to save the lives of consumers through trainings on standard operating procedures and other quality measures for manufacturers. We need to look towards safe and healthy products in our environment." Thumbs up to SON. Thank you so much, Ayodele. Remember, we all have a role to play in ensuring that only authentic products are manufactured and consumed in Nigeria. Charles says, "Please, I bought a Blue Gate tablet from 6 months ago, but it has developed a fault now. Alright, how long is the warranty period of the phone? If you're still within the warranty period, then you can demand for repair or a replacement as the case may be." Eri from Maiduguri says, "I like watching your program. Keep it up." Thank you so much, Eri. And that's the much we can take on the feedback segment of the program. For any information, you can call us or send us a message on the number 0705 972 4455. You can follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. If you have missed any episode so far, go on YouTube, search for Standard and You, view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From the entire production crew, good evening.